Happy Sunday, everybody. And good news, we are active. We're all here. We're all playing today. But we can't say the same for Tyreek Hill or for Chris Olave. And now Jalen Hurts is apparently questionable with an illness on Monday night. And we've got bad weather. So happy holidays. And let's get a win. We're all dealing with the same issues here, and we'll help you get through it. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. I hope you didn't face golf for Laporta or Gibbs yesterday. And let's get to good morning, guys. What's going on?
Well,
God, that is furious typing.
I think Chris is writing an essay for college or something.
I mean, my job is writing, guys. Like that's I don't, that's my job. I don't think we have to
take the blame for the keyboard noises during the show, and I just want to make sure everybody knows that it was not me this time.
No, Chris. I am history's loudest typer to begin with, and then I bought an obnoxious mechanical keyboard just to, really lean into the shtick. So, yeah, it's a rough look from your guy, Chris.
All right, so let's start with the big news. We'll get the weather in a second, but Heath, how does Tyreek Hill out and Devon Achane in and Chris Olave out? I think those are the real big ones. Aaron Jones in. Why don't we do the wide receivers first? Hill and Olave out. How is that going to affect your rankings right now?
Tua's going to fall even further. Might fall into the Trevor Lawrence range down around QB 20. But I'm probably still going to have to start him since there's no other good options available on the waiver wire. I'm shook right now. I just found out like 45 seconds ago that Tyreek Hill wasn't playing. No, I think that Waddle's a must-start wide receiver. Mostert is a must-start running back. I don't know how you sit Achane. Like, he's a rich man's Gabe Davis this week, I guess. There's no floor at all. We know he's got multiple injuries that he's trying to play through, but they're going to need to use their running backs more than they normally do. And then for the Saints, I'd use Taysom Hill as a top 12 tight end and Rashid Shaheed as a high upside number 3 wide receiver.
All right. Chris Towers, we've got Aaron Jones and Devon Achane in. Do you trust Achane? And do you trust either of them?
We should probably try to avoid using the word trust this week because I don't think that's a word that's going to apply to anyone. You know what? I trust CD Lamb. I don't think I trust. No, you can't trust Devon Achane, but you also probably can't sit him. He's RB 19, I think, for me. It's hard to talk about the rankings because a quarter of the games this week have already been played. So, Devon Achane is RB 17 for me right now. He would be RB 24 if everybody was available. He's had a positive average depth of target each of his last 2 games, which is hugely valuable for running backs. He had an almost 90-yard touchdown last week if Tua Tagovailoa doesn't overthrow him. I still think he is someone who the upside is just way too high to sit unless you have really, really good options. I would start Chuba Hubbard over him.
Oh.
I would start James Cook over him, I think.
Yep.
I would start Ezekiel Elliott. I would start Raheem Mostert. DeAndre Swift, I think.
No, I wouldn't.
Not Swift.
But, yeah, he's a starting running back. You're probably starting him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, if he plays a normal snap share or even like just a solid snap share, he should be really good, and I think he'll catch some passes. I'm a little worried about him just not really being healthy and one of these, oh, wow, I started Achane and he got 4 touches thing, but I don't know that you can really worry about that. It's just you just have to kind of go for it unless you have great options, as we mentioned.
You got a lot of worry this morning, don't you?
There's so much at stake. It's not like this is week 6, and if I lose the game, it's whatever. No, I don't have that much worry.
It seemed like when we talked this morning, you were really worried about starting somebody in a bad weather game and then thinking, well, of course he wasn't good. He was in a bad weather game.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing with these. I can't tell you what kind of impact the weather's really going to have, but we do have bad weather. Frank, you can talk about this, right? We got the Jacksonville-Baltimore game. I always use Kevin Roth on Roto Grinders. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville-Baltimore could be a soaker and a windy one with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. But a lot of the win, I guess, could be pregame. But that one could be bad. Atlanta at Carolina. Luckily, we don't have to worry too much about the passing games there, but that could be bad. Chicago at Cleveland's another one that could be kind of windy with a lot of rain. And Frank, I don't know, how much are you letting the weather affect your rankings today?
Yeah, I've seen some kind of mixed stuff in Jacksonville. I saw someone tweeting earlier just before we went live that the winds are not as bad in Jacksonville, or not projected to be as bad. I'm looking at weather.com for an hourly forecast, and it looks like they're projecting winds like 15 to 20 miles per hour. So not as bad as some of the things that we heard earlier in the day. But specifically in that game, I would say you're still using Zay Flowers. A lot of his targets are closer to the line of scrimmage. So hopefully that doesn't affect him too much. I think Odell Beckham and Calvin Ridley are both wide receiver threes. I don't think that they're must-start wide receivers by any means. The other games, DJ Moore, I think you have to play him the way that he's performed when Justin Fields has been his quarterback this season, even with some bad weather there. I think Amari Cooper is like a borderline top 24 wide receiver. And then in Atlanta and Carolina, I really don't want to use any of the pass catchers there. I have a decision myself where I am currently starting Curtis Samuel over Drake London, just because I do not want to start any of those pass catchers.
Is anybody trying to sit Jalen Hurts? This is the last thing. We'll answer your questions in a moment here. But is anyone trying to sit Jalen Hurts as he has this illness? He plays Monday night. And then, Heath, I guess you can talk about Jalen Hurts and Geno Smith for that game.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit Jalen Hurts at this point. I mean, maybe if you had another top 12 quarterback and you had a big game day yesterday from Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta, and you really just want to play it extra safe. But the problem is that you can't, it's not like you can even stash the other team's quarterback and hope to wait it out, because we don't know who's starting for Seattle. Either Drew Lock or Geno Smith could be a high-end number 2 quarterback this week, but you can't start either one of them unless you have the other one.
I picked up Mariota and Geno Smith in one league. So I'm gonna.
Who else do you have besides them?
That's it at quarterback.
So it's quite possible that Drew Lock and Jalen Hurts start, and you still don't have a starting quarterback.
No, I have Jalen Hurts. Sorry. That was the detail I left out, is that I have Jalen Hurts. And so for me, I think I'd rather start Mariota than Drew Lock if it came down to it, but I'm not sure. They're kind of the same thing, bad quarterbacks with really good weapons.
Yeah, if your opponent has Jalen Hurts, if you can afford to do it, I don't think it's a bad idea to pick up Mariota or Lock or Smith or whatever, and potentially completely screw over your opponent tomorrow. But also, if you have Jalen Hurts, you need to be thinking about those things. All right, time to answer some questions here. Let's go. Full PPR, Jalen Waddle, James Cook, or Devon Achane?
I did move Waddle up a few spots. I was just lower on him than consensus, so he's like a mid-wide receiver 2 for me now. But even with that, I would use James Cook.
I do have Waddle ranked highest of this group.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the projections now because I'm going to have to update rankings after the show. I've got Waddle at 16.4 PPR points. I've got Achane at 14.6. I've got Cook at 15.4. I'm starting Waddle.
Kyler Murray or Joe Flacco PPR?
Kyler. Come on.
And Kyler is much more likely to catch a pass too. So
yes, always. Ridley, JSN, or Aaron Jones, half PPR?
I'll take Jones.
I'll take Jones.
Yep.
All right. Mostert, Breece Hall, Derrick Henry, or Travis Etienne?
Wow.
We pick one?
Yeah.
Full PPR, I'm going Breece Hall.
We're definitely going to bench like a 25-point outburst here. No question.
Mostert.
Yeah, I mean, Breece Hall, 8+ targets in back-to-back games. I think you got to go that in full PPR.
Hall is my answer as well.
Everybody's going Hall but me. All right. With Tyreek out, we need Zay Flowers, Nico Collins. He's out today. So is CJ Stroud. So it's Zay Flowers or Romeo Doubs.
Zay Flowers. He's got like a 27% target share with Mark Andrews out.
I like both. The matchup really good for Dobbs too, but Flowers is playing really well, so I'll go with him.
Yeah, full PPR, I actually have Dobbs just ahead of Flowers.
Interesting. All right, Jets or Browns?
I would still use the Browns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I think I'd probably go with the Jets, but I don't think Anthony Walker is playing today for the Browns, but Denzel Ward is.
Like, the Jets are going to win this game, aren't they?
No, you guys are so ready for Aaron Rodgers.
So, like, this it is technically true that Zach Wilson had the best game of his career last week, and he's getting a lot of credit for it, and he just went out there and played his game, and, like, they were scoreless at halftime. The Dolphins still have a good defense. Like, I know last week was a disaster. The Jets are still worse than the Dolphins without Tyreek.
Yeah, the Dolphins should win this game.
I'm not saying they will, but they are 8-point favorites for a reason.
They should win.
It's down to 7.5.
They are 7.5-point favorites for a reason.
down to 7.
They are 7-point favorites for a reason.
Swift, Achane, or Ford?
I will go Achane.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
You guys recoiling in horror when I said Swift ahead of Achane has convinced me to move Swift below Achane.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna go Achane, but I do think, again, and I don't talk about this very often, but there's already been 4 games, so like there's some heavy favorites and some big underdogs out there. I think Swift has a higher floor than Achane for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm in the fantasy minority on this one. Big surprise, but I still am not going to change. Like I faced Sam Laporta in 2 leagues yesterday. I'm not changing either lineup because of it. You know, I don't do that, but I know a lot of people do, and that's totally fine.
I like defensive matchups. I think this should be something that's used like very light touch here, but it might be the difference if you face Sam Laporta and Jared Goff. Might be the difference between playing Romeo Doubs or Gabe Davis.
Okay, yeah, I know. I can feel that. All right, hit the waiver wire for Shaheed McLaurin, Demario Douglas, or Zay Jones.
It should be Terry McLaurin.
That's right.
There should be no question that it's Terry McLaurin. He is by far the most talented player in this group. He's in the most pass-heavy offense. It should be Terry McLaurin. The fact that it's not Terry McLaurin really bothers me. Or the fact that it's a question, I guess, really bothers me. I'm going McLaurin as well.
Yeah, that game is tied for the highest total on the slate too. So he got his cardio in last time he played. I think he's ready to go today.
I'm going with Pop.
All right, sit one of these guys. Puka, Waddle, or ETN?
I will sit Waddle.
I'm really struggling with ETN. He's a guy who comes out way higher in my projections than I'm ever actually comfortable ranking him at this point.
If there is bad weather there, though, Chris, do you think we could see more rushing attempts for ETN?
I mean, that hasn't – like, he's still getting – he's had 1 game below 14 carries in the past 4. So it hasn't really been a volume issue. He just hasn't been efficient at all. So I'm still going with – I'm probably going to sit Waddle here.
I'm sitting ETN, but I like ETN, and I think it maybe even more than the more rush volume, which Baltimore has given up some good YPC this year. I think you might see more targets for ETN if it's windy. There might be more short passes than long passes.
Okay, I just want to read a tweet from Jeff McClain, who covers the Eagles. He said, some more context on Jalen Hurts. The fact that he's still traveling is obviously a good sign that he can play, but obviously the team can't predict how he'll feel tomorrow. The Eagles are being super precautious and having him fly in a separate charter. Expectation right now is that he would be cleared to play, but that he won't likely play at 100%. Okay. Do we have a Christmas poll here? Christmas story. Yeah, I don't really.
I don't. I feel no. Like I'm a sentimental guy. I like nostalgia. I have zero feelings about A Christmas Story. That is just not a movie that was ever part of my childhood.
Same.
Yeah. All right. So, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, Elf, or other?
I've decided that my trolley answer to make people mad is that my favorite Christmas movie is Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Because I really like that movie, and it's a Christmas movie. My actual favorite Christmas movie is probably
The Family Stone.
That's actually a good one. We watched that one last week. That crazy stacked cast. A Nightmare Before Christmas, if we count that as a Christmas movie. I love that one. Elf is great.
This is the answer right here. It's Christmas Vacation.
I'm extremely disappointed in Thomas.
Why? What did he leave out that you're upset about?
Die Hard.
Stop.
Like, if you're going to have a poll on our show about Christmas movies when you're hosting, Die Hard should be an option just to troll you, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Because it would win by a landslide.
Oh, it's the Die. I know it would win, and it would win unfairly, and it would rob.
And you would be mad.
Movies. It would rob the real Christmas movies.
That's all right.
It ranks number 11 on the Rotten Tomatoes best Christmas movies list.
Thomas and I missed a couple of our pre-show talks this week, and
I know,
we're just
yeah.
a little bit out of sync. We'll get back on sync.
A Muppet Christmas Carol is terrific.
Oh, come on.
I know Heath hates
Why-
Muppets
why
because
do
he's
you have to- Can
a
we
heartless
just say-
monster.
Can we just say Christmas Vacation or Home Alone or something? Those are obviously the answers.
Home Alone is very good.
I will throw a sleeper out there. Just Friends. Amazing.
Yeah, Just Friends
Love
is-
that one.
Yeah. I love that movie. I DVR'd it. I plan on watching it this week. All right. Let's see. Jaden Reed, Achane, Barkley, or DJ Moore. Pick two here.
Barkley and Moore.
Yep. The final two.
Yeah.
Speaking of final two, any of you guys, I know Frank's not in the FFT Open, but Chris Heath, did you make the final two in the FFT Open?
I did not. I was only like 3 points short last week, but I fell short.
That's good, though. That's good. Kyler Murray or Flat? We answered that.
Yep, Kyler.
Yep.
Aaron Jones or Beckham? We're going to write the first part of this.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll take Jones as well.
The Grinch, Jaden Reed or Jerome Ford?
I watched The Grinch last night. It's still so good.
Which one?
The one with Jim Carrey.
Okay, that one's fine.
Ah.
I like the animated one the best.
I'm feeling kind of Grinchy because they just released new reverse Grinch Kobe's, but they wouldn't tell anybody where they were. They're all sold out immediately, and I didn't get any.
I mean, my issue is like, what does reverse Grinch mean? Like, the Grinch is green,
Right.
and then he
so are the original
wears
Grinches.
red.
Right. The original Grinches were green with red highlights.
Yeah,
These are red with green highlights.
I think I'm going Jerome Ford here.
I'm going Jerome Ford as well.
Jaden
Batman
Reed.
Returns, very good Christmas movie.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to go Jaden Reed. I'm going to go Jaden Reed.
Oh, The Night Before, that's a really good. I'm just looking at a
Night Before
list,
is
and I'm just
great,
going to say Christmas movies every couple of minutes.
All right, yeah. Then The Night Before is great.
I would
But,
take Jerome Ford on that previous question, by the way.
all right, so we're very split there. Keaton Mitchell or Rashid Shaheed, PPR.
Gee.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think in full PPR, I would go that route.
Yeah,
that sounds fine.
Let me give you a Rashid Shaheed stat real quick here. In 2 games without Michael Thomas, his target per route run rate was 23.7% and 38.5%. That was just without Michael Thomas. Now we're talking about no Thomas and no Chris Olave. So definitely a sleeper, Rashid Shaheed. Pick one in half PPR. Marquise Brown, Demario Douglas, or Isaiah Likely.
I probably have Marquise Brown ranked the highest of this group.
Douglas.
I will go with Douglas. Yep.
Okay, Singletary, Kareem Hunt, Kincaid, or Clyde? What's Singletary? Kincaid.
I guess I'm going Singletary. I did not like Kincaid's usage last week, despite the 8 targets. So I'll
He ran
go
the most
Singletary.
routes. He led the team in routes, didn't he?
He ran a bunch of routes. He had 8 targets. He had 2 targets that were more than 10 yards down the field. His other 6 targets, I believe, had 7 air yards total. So he was right back to that same usage he had earlier in the season that makes him a high floor, but not necessarily a high upside player.
Okay. So you said Singletary?
I guess. I don't know.
It's not the other two. It's not Hunter Clyde for me. Wait, Frank, who are you going with?
Full PPR, I'm going to go with Kincaid, especially with that game environment. I think we could see passing back.
Yeah, I do have Singletary ranked highest, so let's just go with that.
Singletary.
Kyler Murray or Sam Howell?
How?
Yes, same.
I think I have Kyler ranked ahead of
Well,
Howell.
this person is asking with Hurts. So if they have Hurts, would you actually start one of those two over Hurts, not knowing?
I think I would rather drop one of them, pick up a quarterback for tomorrow night, and go with Hurts.
I think so too.
It might be a situation where it depends what you need. Like if you're facing Goff, maybe you just go with Hurts no matter what.
Right.
But I think my preference would just be to go with Hurts.
Me too.
I'm going to go to our Dynasty League and see if Marcus Mariota is available, because I know I am playing against Jalen Hurts.
Little women.
Let's go. I am going to probably make a useless ad drop right now, but you never know. You never know. All right. Pick one: Ridley, Jerome Ford, or Odell Beckham.
Ridley.
I'll take Ford.
Ford.
Man, I have Ford one spot ahead of Ridley in my flex rankings. That's fun.
Attaboy.
Like, what a mean thing to do, to pick up Marcus Mariota just to spite your opponent. But I love it. Let's see. Sit. Nope. Never mind. What's up?
Don't you feel like you're gonna have some bad karma today now?
I mean, I already played against Laporta.
Jalen Hurts is going to play, and whoever you just dropped for Marcus Mariota is going to be good.
I mean,
I if that's the case, I just dropped CJ Beathard, so I think
what more could go wrong? Like, what you're gonna have bad karma? What else could go wrong?
Yeah,
you know, like at least from, I mean, you know, obviously in life things could go wrong, but I don't think that's what he was referring to.
I don't want to.
I think he was just talking fantasy football, and it's like, oh, is Jamar Chase gonna get hurt?
Yeah. We've got Ken Walker, James Conner, Antonio Gibson in standard scoring, and Charlie Brown Christmas. Okay, you say so.
Charlie Brown Christmas is incredible.
Fantastic.
I'll take Gibson here.
I would go Connor.
Gibson for me too.
I think there's a decent chance Gibson's role is just what it is. And Rodriguez just steps into the Brian Robinson usage. I think that, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I don't get the feeling they like Antonio Gibson all that much. Fantasy players definitely like him more than the Commanders do.
Can I get a question answered?
Yeah. Let's do this one first. Godwin or Rashid Shaheed, half PPR.
Sheet.
You need it for me.
I think it depends on what you need. Godwin has a higher floor.
All right. Yes. What's your question, Heath?
I have Deontay Foreman, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Tyjae Spears that I have to start one of.
Can you say them again?
Deontay Foreman, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Tyjae Spears.
Foreman.
I'd go Foreman.
Yep.
My gut said Foreman. My projection said Spears.
If you think that we're the jury, then you can change your team name to Jury Foreman and start him. Stafford or Hurts?
You know, I did jury duty earlier this year, and I can't remember the foreman's name, but he was an FFT listener, so shouts to that guy.
Oh, cool. Stafford or Hurts?
Man, I really like Stafford this week. I don't think I could bring myself to sit Hurts, though.
I'm okay with it if you want to do it. You have my approval. I think I'd probably stick with Hurts, but
yeah,
I think I would too.
You can't take a 0, so you have to back them up. You have to get Mariota on your team.
Who was it originally that said y'all played scared on the fantasy baseball podcast?
Yeah, I don't remember. It was so great. Y'all play scared, but I don't think starting Stafford against Washington is playing scared. He's got 3 straight 29-point games. Breece Hall or DJ Moore?
Moore.
PPR.
Yeah, I think Moore. I think they're both top 12 options for me at their respective positions.
Yeah, I think it's Moore.
The fantasy cops are here. Lamar or Stafford?
Lamar.
I would go Lamar.
Drake London or Beckham? Both of these games are kind of weather games.
Oh,
I'm going London.
Trying to see if I have I usually have a nickel at my desk, but I can't find it.
I mean, I could do the 8-ball if you want. But Beckham, the Jaguars are missing 2 starters in their secondary, just so everyone knows. I think I'd go London.
I have London a few spots higher. I know that Jamie has pointed out the home road splits for London this season. They are pretty drastic, averaging 6 receptions, 88 yards at home, 3 receptions, 35 yards on the road. So
Yeah, well, Ritter is a home road for sure. I mean, so it's all related. You got to figure they're going to run the ball so much in this game. The 8-ball said focus and ask again, so that was no help. Clyde, Shaheed, or Beckham, half PPR?
In half, I'll take. I was gonna say the
Shaheed.
running back. I'll take Clyde, half PPR.
Shaheed.
Yeah, I'll go Shaheed too. Come on, Frank.
I'm sorry.
Achane, Connor, or Flowers, PPR?
Achane.
Yes.
I think him versus Flowers is really close, but I will take Achane.
All right, by the way, we have 2,500 people here. I want to thank you all for joining us on Sunday morning. We're going to help you get your lineup set. Dave will be joining us soon. Home Alone is winning the poll, 35%. I got to hit refresh here. I don't think this number of likes is accurate. 224 likes, that's accurate. We can do better than that. Let's get a little like rush here.
All right,
Hit the
well,
like button.
next question's at 300, so I'm going to ask a question.
300 likes. I think we can go for 350.
400.
350.
Start 2 of 3. Marquise Brown, Gabe Davis, Curtis Samuel. This isn't Scott Fishbowl, so upside matters. I've been starting Gabe Davis literally every week this year.
I would sit Brown.
I was gonna say to sit Davis, but the fact that you've had Davis in your lineup all year,
Right, like
kinda
it feels like it's tempting fate.
it feels like it's like a good luck charm. You gotta just roll with it.
It just feels like the first time I sit him is definitely the 3 touchdown game. Especially in a shootout, like, yeah,
Not as good. That's when he does well. Pretty much the only time he does well is when they score a ton of points. So I just hope that it's actually a shootout, you know?
Yeah, it's I don't know.
All right.
Because Marquise Brown has tons of upside. He just also doesn't realize it ever.
400 likes. I like it. Tua or Will Levis?
Oh gosh, I will still take Tua, but I've dropped him down. I think he's QB 15 or 16 for me.
Tua.
Definitely Tua.
Swift or Jaden Reed, PPR?
Swift.
I think I have Reed.
I will go with Reed in PPR.
My boys, sit 1, Ferguson, Walker, Connor, Singletary.
I will sit Singletary.
Yeah.
Really? I'd start him over Ken Walker and I think James Conner too.
I just have no idea. Like, it's been a completely unpredictable backfield for Houston where 2 weeks ago it looks like, okay, we're going back to Dameon Pierce. And then last week, Dameon Pierce has, 4 touches in the first half and barely anything in the second. I have no idea what to make of the Texans backfield. I think the offense is going to be very bad. Yeah, I think I'm sitting Singletary.
Walker and Connor are just in Singletary. These are not great options, obviously. So, you're sitting. Okay, Heath, who are you sitting?
Walker.
I think Connor's fine. I'm actually not too worried about starting him.
Okay.
Can I ask one more question before I go?
Sure.
And to help the people out, I've got Dontavian Wicks and Jonathan Mingo. And who are the other 2 I told you, Frank?
They were not very good. So.
Yes. Noah Brown and Jahan Dotson. Dontavian Wicks, Jonathan Mingo, Noah Brown, and Jahan Dotson.
Noah Brown.
Yeah, I would go that route too.
Noah.
Wicks projected the highest.
The wide
Wicks or
receiver-
Brown, Chris?
The wide receiver 1 for Case Keenum, baby. Let's go.
I think I'd go Brown, but I don't want to answer that question.
You have to go Brown. If you don't go Brown at this point, you have no respect for us and all the things we've done all year.
I'm making the change right now.
Let's go. I love it. All right. Hey, by the way, we will have an episode next Sunday, Christmas Eve. I don't know if any of the other 3 are going to be here for it, but I will be here for it.
I will be here for it.
All right. Excellent. Excellent.
I
will not.
I'm not doing anything.
Chris and I will be here for it.
What's Sunday? It's a Sunday. We're not going to do our jobs.
I agree. I mean, I'm fine with Frank not doing his job, but Heath, you got to do your job. It's Sunday, bro.
No.
It's Christmas Eve. It's not even Christmas. It's like your opening
Exactly.
present.
I've told you this for 8 years. My wife flies back on Christmas Day every year. We do Christmas on Christmas Eve every year.
Can't it start at noon?
No, it can't start at noon. I know you don't understand how these
noon
things
is dinner
work.
time for Heath.
Yes.
True. All right, Heath. You can hop off. Or you can stay until Dave. Whatever you want.
I'll just stay now. I'm making up for my next Sunday.
There you go. Hubbard or Foreman, and Cook and Shaheed.
And how rude to Frank that you don't care if he's here or not.
He's
But-
a
That was pretty.
come on, that was really rude.
No, he's not.
Chuba Hubbard and James Cook.
Hubbard and Cook. Yeah, assuming it's James Cook, which seems like a safe assumption.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Dalvin. Yikes. No, that can't be the
Dalvin.
case. I would use Hubbard and Shaheed.
Godwin, Beckham, JSN, half PPR.
Godwin.
I will take Beckham.
I have Godwin ranked higher.
Our guy Danish. 2 running backs and a flex. Connor, Hubbard, Walker, Hopkins. So we're sitting 1.
Sitting Walker. It's fairly easy, actually.
Sitting Walker.
Well, what is the difference between Walker and Connor, right? Because the first 3 games,
Connor is the starting running back.
the first 3 games that Connor played with Kyler, that he had single digit, I think he had fewer than 8 PPR fantasy points. He had no involvement in the passing game.
Mhm.
Walker had 3 or 4 catches last week. They both are facing very tough run defenses. They're both probably going to lose. So I don't know why. I just don't know what the big difference is there, why it's so easy. I would go Connor over Walker too, but but I have some doubts about it because I think Walker might have 3 more catches. Might.
I can't see an outcome where Walker has 20 plus carries at this point. Whereas I can see that for Connor. It's not likely given the matchup, but Walker just doesn't have the role.
Yeah, that's okay. Good point. All right, Heath. Any more questions before we leave?
I think you've answered all my questions, Dave. Good luck to you guys today. I'm not playing any of you in any matchups, so I hope you all win all of your matchups, and I get to see you guys in some semifinals next week.
All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Home Alone 2. No, he won't be here on New Year's.
No way.
That was me. Sorry, I hit a wrong button.
Oh, sure you did.
Home Alone 2. No, absolutely not. Singletary or Gus Edwards in the rain.
Singletary.
Don't like either very much, but I will take Singletary.
Agreed. Devin Singletary. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dave. Darren Waller or Dalton Kincaid?
Kincaid.
Yeah. Waller, it's supposed to be on a snap count. Outside my top 12. I'll take Kincaid.
Hopkins or Achane?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Hopkins revenge game like 2 teams ago.
Yeah.
I'll take Hopkins.
The double revenge game.
I
there's Matt
have
Goff.
I have them 35 and 36 in my flex rankings. I have Achane ranked higher. I don't love that.
Dave, what are you doing about the weather today with your rankings?
Okay, so the biggest issue appears to be in Jacksonville. The forecast is pretty bad wind. That's always something that fantasy managers should take the most account of because that can impact the trajectory of the football, be it when it's being kicked, punted, or thrown long distances. I think that's the worst one. So that's one where I actually moved Justin Tucker down. I've moved I already had Trevor Lawrence. He's in my top 12, but not top 6 or anything like that. So he was already moved down. I moved Lamar down. Tiny move down for Flowers and Odell Beckham. Those are guys that I'm a little bit worried about the wind being a factor there. I think there's going to be heavy rain in Atlanta and Carolina. That's what the forecast says, but I don't think wind is going to be an issue. I don't think wind is going to be an issue in Buffalo, which is weird because usually it is. I think it's going to be ugly early in Cleveland for Bears-Browns, but by the second half, it's supposed to clear up. So that's a good thing. Miami, let's talk about there. No rain. It's been ugly in South Florida weather-wise all week. None of you would know that, but the wind has definitely been an issue. The way the stadium is built at the Hard Rock, and this is something you guys all know, very tall building, no real area for wind to come in except from the top of the building, and they already have a canopy there. I don't think it's going to be a major factor. So I'm kind of not considering the wind an issue whatsoever in the game between the Jets and the Dolphins. And then last but not least, there is expected to be rain in the forecast for Philly and Seattle. I am getting nervous about the Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts traveling separately, being questionable with an illness. It's starting to feel like maybe that Eagles offense might not be so great against Seattle, given the fact it's a cross-country trip, bad weather, everything on top of it. Offensive line isn't healthy there, making me a little bit nervous. I've moved Jalen Hurts down a little bit in my rankings as well.
Okay. All right. Please hit the like button, everybody. And what we're going to do is we have 480 likes, which is unacceptable. 493 likes. Let's get to 700 likes. We have 2,700 people here. Get to 700 likes, and what we'll do is we will go rapid fire. We will not banter. We will do nothing but answer your questions very, very quickly for like 5 minutes, and we will just get a ton of them out. And then we'll do, our regular show after that. We're not going to end the show, but we will require you to hit the like button. So we're at 539. We need to get to 700. Dave, you can vote your favorite Christmas movie. We have A, Home Alone, B, Christmas Vacation, C, Elf, or D, Other.
Other.
Home Alone is winning. And what's your other? What is it? Don't say it.
You know what it is. It's Die Hard.
That's such a bad answer.
You're a bad answer.
Can I ask you a question before we start back up?
Yeah, we're at 595. We got to get to
Wait, didn't we just say that we were going to stop the banter?
No,
Now
that
it's
was
turning
we
the
were waiting.
banter.
Not
You're
until
asking
we
me my
get the
favorite
question.
Christmas movie. Chris has a question.
Dave, I said it when we get to 700 likes.
Aren't we there already? Come
No.
on, you guys know what we're doing and what we're about.
619.
Where would you rank the Steelers' offensive weapons? They're like absent coaching. Just where would you rank them relative to the rest of the league, including quarterback, offensive line, the offensive skill on the Steelers? Because I got some pushback for saying that I don't think they're like a top 10. I'm not sure they're top 20.
I don't think they're top 20.
I was going to say lower third.
People really I think people really think this Steelers offense is like really talented and they're just being, it's like, I don't see it.
Okay, 700. Here we go.
There we go.
Buckle up, everybody. Yes, it'd be Doppler Dave. Sit one, Henry, Mostert, or Aaron Jones. And then Waddle or
Aaron
Flowers.
Jones. I'm sitting Jones. I'm sitting Flowers.
Agreed. Correct.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
DJ
sitting
Moore.
Flowers.
Sit one. More Ayuk Waddle.
Man.
I'm sitting
Waddle.
Ayuk.
I'm
Still
sitting Ayuk, but I don't feel good about it.
Well, I mean, this guy's got great receivers. This is what
Yeah.
happens when you have too many amazing players. Better you have those players than your
Excuse
opponent.
me. Rapid fire. Fields, Lover, Murray.
Fields.
Fields.
Now I'm scared to answer. It's Fields.
Shaheed or Flowers.
Flowers.
I'll take Flowers.
DJ Moore or Terry McLaurin, considering the weather.
DJ Moore.
More.
Yep.
Yeah. Sit one, Aaron Jones or Zeke. Well, can't we just start
Jones.
one?
Sit
Start
Jones.
Zeke.
Sit
Hit Jones, start Ezekiel Elliott. What year is it?
Jingle all the way. Hunt or Foreman.
Foreman. Foreman's a sneaky good play this week.
Hand pink waving. Drake London, Wandale Robinson, or Dontavian Wicks. And then Lawrence
Drake
or
London. London and Howell.
I will take Lawrence and London.
I'll take London and Howell.
If they made a movie about your name, it'd be Werewolf in London. Ritter or Levis.
What?
Levis.
Howell and London. Like Werewolf.
I'm talking about this question. This question's terrible. Here's what I would honestly do. Oh, Levis plays at 1. I guess it's Levis. Man, that sucks. I hope this is for Superflex.
Yeah.
It can't possibly be for 1 QB.
McKinnon, Shaheed, or Demario Douglas, half PPR.
Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed.
Did you answer, Frank?
It was, I don't remember who the third option was, but
He
I
said correct.
Pop Douglas was on there. I would have taken him.
Debo Evans, Brees Hall, start 1 PPR. Oh my God.
Man.
Really?
Debo, but man, that's tough.
Wow.
I think in full PPR, I have Brees Hall ranked highest.
The way Debo is playing, I think you have to play him.
Gabe Davis or Tyler Lockett, PPR.
Lockett.
I guess.
Aaron Jones or Kenneth Walker.
I think I have Jones ranked higher. I do.
I'll take Jones.
Checking
Jones.
rankings, looking. I have Walker higher.
Taysom Hill or David Njoku in standard scoring?
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, I think we could see even more usage with Olave out.
I have Njoku ranked higher.
Picked standard scoring?
Oh, in standard, it would be Hill.
Pick 2 PPR, Rice, Puka, Achane.
I think I'm sitting Achane.
I'm sitting Rice.
I will sit Achane there.
Noah Brown or DeMarcus Robinson?
I'll take Brown, but Robinson's been playing well.
He really has, but he's exactly the type of receiver that once you trust him, he turns to doo-doo.
Well,
but he's
that's
still playing
Noah
the
Brown
Commanders.
also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Noah Brown's been a 0 the last 2 weeks, and now Case Keenum is his quarterback. I'm going with Robinson. I'm done. DeMarcus Robinson.
Oh, wow.
I'm going
We've got a Jay Glazer report that 10 Cowboys players are dealing with a stomach bug, including Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore.
Yikes.
Okay.
It's fun.
Puka or Evans, half PPR. It's not fun.
No, I mean, I'm 12 years old, and you said Puka immediately after talking about a stomach bug.
Yeah.
Puka over Mike Evans.
You know, the first person who was sick was you, Adam. And now I got to wonder, have you been in Dallas lately? Like, what's going on? Why is everybody there sick? Why is everybody everywhere sick?
It's been a rough year, man. That's a lot of illness going on.
I'll take Puka, but they're both top 10 wide receivers.
All right. I would take Evans. A little respect for Evans. Rashee Rice or Aaron Jones?
Rice.
Ooh. Full PPR? Half?
Half PPR.
Hipper.
I think I'd go Aaron Jones.
Polar Express, never seen that. Want to see it, though. Plan on watching it. Hopefully this
Watch it
week.
with your kids.
Taysom Hill or Drake London? He's way behind Mark Bacon.
What's shaking, Bacon?
I'll take Taysom Hill. I really don't want to use London today.
I don't either. I agree.
So you didn't have to necessarily just stop hitting like when we got to 700. You can keep on hitting it. We're happy to take all the likes we can get. If your name is Mark Bacon, are you just kind of required to love bacon? Kind of feel like you are.
You might hate it.
I don't
'cause
think
everyone
that you're.
talks about it.
I don't think your name needs to be Bacon to love it. But
No, but you can obviously love bacon if your name is not Bacon.
100%.
But if your name is Bacon, do you have to love bacon?
Let's just not talk about this with my last name. Next question. I'll take Rashee Rice over Odell Beckham, please. We can like towers. We can like stamps. We could be cool with razors.
I do
Josh Allen
love
over Purdy.
love a tall building.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not inside of it, love a tall building.
I'll take Allen, but they're both
Josh
top.
Allen, yes.
Kyler or Lawrence?
Trevor.
I'm going Kyler.
I move Lawrence behind Kyler with the reports of the win there.
Should I be worried about Isaiah Likely? I can pick up Waller, Okonkwo, Higbee, Kraft, Taysom Hill in full PPR.
I think I would still start Likely over all of those guys.
I think I would too.
Oh, wait, Hill.
No, I would use Taysom Hill.
Yeah, I would start
he's got
Taysom.
Hill? Taysom Hill for sure. Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't see that either.
Yeah, I just want to say about Taysom Hill. I know Olave is not playing, but there was that game where I think Olave left. No, it was Shaheed and Michael Thomas left early, right? And he did not run a single route in the fourth quarter, Taysom Hill. So I don't know that his role changes in the passing game unless Juwan Johnson is out, which is not the case. I need to put that red flag up. I do think that he's still the Giants have given up 7 touchdowns from inside the 2-yard line, 7 rushing touchdowns from inside the 2-yard line. I still like Taysom Hill. And I think I would go with him over Likely. But I just want to point that out. I wouldn't necessarily count on more catches. I hope it happens. A lot of upside there. I got to make sure I'm starting him in one of my leagues. It was either him or Gabe Davis, and I think I'm going to start him. Diggs, Ayuk, or Wilson. We need to start only one of them.
I'm sitting. Starting Diggs still.
Yep.
Whatever.
It's still Diggs for me.
I think I might take Wilson because it's full PPR. I got to give credit to Zach Wilson. I thought he played pretty well last week.
Oh God, am I really going to start Taysom Hill over Gabe Davis? I'm looking at it. I can't
Of
make
course you are. Or ask the ape.
All right, I'm going. This is it. I am doing it last time. Last time unless I win, and then I move to next week. Should I start Gabe Davis over Taysom Hill in full PPR? Okay, it says clearly, just says yes. I know you can't see it. All right, sticking with Gabe Davis. What am I going to do? McBride or Kincaid, full PPR?
You asked an expert, so.
There is only one tight end I would sit Trey McBride for this week. I guess two, knowing what Sam Laporta did, if I could make that decision.
Okay.
But yeah, Trey McBride is my number 2 tight end.
All right.
Yep, top 5 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Start Hopkins on the waiver wire. Well,
There's
or
somebody
the
on
waiver,
the
or the
waiver
waiver wire, and then Ferguson or Goddard.
I'm starting
starting Hopkins.
Hopkins. Yeah, there isn't anybody I can think of. Like Shaheed. Would you start Shaheed
I'd
over
definitely
DeAndre
start Hopkins over him.
Same. So I'm with you on there, and I'm going to go Ferguson over Goddard as well.
Because like the thing to keep in mind with Rashid Shaheed is he's been a really good big playmaker. Derek Carr's bad. I don't know, like maybe not in general, but like he is beat up to hell and has not been playing well.
But the thing about Shaheed is that once Michael Thomas got hurt, they changed his role. He became a short area guy. They were using A.T. Perry downfield. So I don't think he's going to be just the home run threat. I think he's going to get more targets. He hasn't really done anything, you know.
Well, and like Chris Olave is a more talented player than Rashid Shaheed, and he's been iffy for fantasy because the QB play has been so bad. So
Awesome, though, lately.
What's that?
He's been great lately. I mean, last week.
He's really, really good.
But yeah. No, wait. It's Shaheed or Hopkins? No.
Yeah, Hopkins for sure.
Hopkins, yeah. Ferguson over Goddard, right? You said?
Correct.
I'm
Yes.
looking at, someone said the Jacksonville wind advisory ends at 7. The game's at 8:30.
Still going to be pretty gusty, according to weather.com.
Yeah, I'm looking at like 9 o'clock, 16-mile-per-hour winds, but that doesn't mean there won't be gusts. All right. I hope it. And it's supposed to not really be raining at that point. Only 6% chance of rain. Maybe
There will be gusts.
There will be.
Edwards.
Yes. Hurts.
This is one where I think I'd be okay.
Yeah.
Starting Purdy. I have Hurts ranked higher, but if you're worried about getting a 0, I think it's fine to go with Purdy.
Yeah, my dad literally just texted me asking this exact question, and I said, yeah, use Purdy. Both top 5 quarterbacks.
Oh, your dad T-Long 1954?
Yeah, basically. Actually, it's not far off.
I was going to say, he could have been more. He's probably younger than that, but he could be more there. No, that's not the one I meant.
Hopefully he will be. I agree with you, Matt.
All right, we're going Waddle here.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp or Mike Evans?
I'm going to go Evans. I love them both this
Evans,
week.
yeah.
Gosh, they are both top 9 wide receivers. I have Cooper Kupp just ahead.
There's no Jaire Alexander for Green Bay again. Again.
Jeez, this guy keeps practicing.
He keeps practicing and then not playing. Maybe they're just trying to save him up for the big playoff run.
Isn't that happening right now? Rice or Achane?
Gosh, I feel better
I think we
with
got
Rice.
this one already.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the format. I will take Achane in half or non. I'll take Rice in full PPR.
See, the thing is, I think Achane's better in full PPR too. Like better, that's his better format. So I don't know.
I'm worried about just how much work is he going to get. This feels. I know the last time that we talked about this, it was against Washington. He ended up playing a ton. He was outstanding, but I don't know. I can't say that he's definitely going to go out there and have the same type of workload. Listen, he could go out there and he could feel just fine, and then he might. But he's also got a new injury.
Yeah,
must-win game could be a low-scoring game. I don't think this is going to be like the same game script as the Washington game.
He's
I'll
the
take
riskier
Rice.
one for sure.
I'll take Rice.
Brandon Ayuk or Jaden Reed?
Ayuk for sure.
Yep.
I think Ayuk has scored more than like 16 points once in his last 9 games or something crazy like that.
He is
very
also just
good.
having a really weird year to project because every time I do my projections, he comes out way lower than I actually want to rank him because I can't project him to keep averaging 19 yards per catch, right? But he keeps doing it, so that's the tough thing.
Yeah. Flowers or Curtis Samuel?
Ooh.
Did you look at Thomas Schaefer's hair? I mean, that is just
wow.
amazing. Just let your soul glow.
I'll take Flowers.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
was-
Got a perm?
No, but just like a hair.
Dave can't see the background, the backstage, can he?
No.
Oh,
That's
no.
just for us.
Loser. All right, sorry. What's the answer here?
Flowers over Samuel, but I do like both.
I do like both too. I have Flowers higher. He at least, we've seen him run with the football. We've seen him get involved in the Ravens short area passing game. That might be where they need to go with him this week.
Target share has been really big with Mark Andrews out too.
Yes. Fair
Ravens
point.
or Jets?
Makes me feel better about it.
I will still take the Ravens.
I've got the Jets
Yeah.
one spot higher.
Howell or Hurts?
I've got Hurts higher.
Yeah.
Have a plan B in case Hurts is inactive. Create a bench spot and maybe carry Mariota or Geno or Drew Lock. Who knows who's going to play?
You think it's
Yeah,
got to be Mariota because you can't guess wrong on the Seahawks quarterback.
No, but you'll know who's active or inactive.
Right, and that's why I said if you're facing Jalen Hurts, you should go right now and pick up a quarterback in that Eagles Seahawks game and limit your opponent's chances here.
If you've got the bench spot to give, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. All right, tough call here. I really feel bad for Jalen Hurts managers. First week of the playoffs, and you got to deal with this. Curtis Samuel or Demario Douglas or JSN? I feel like we answered that.
It's Samuel, and then Douglas, and then JSN.
Yeah, I agree with that order.
No, maybe half PPR. Sit two of these guys. Start two, sit two. Who do you start here?
I'm going to start Zeke and Walker. I'm going to start the Ravens defense.
I'm going Zeke and Connor and the Ravens.
Yeah, I will go Zeke, Connor, and Ravens.
I think just a quick guideline for anyone asking questions. If you're going to ask us to sit, who to sit instead of who to start, it has to be like there are more starts than sits in the answer.
Yeah, make sure we're answering as few names as possible.
I'm not going to say anything. You ask your questions the way you want to. We're going to answer them.
Mike Evans or Deebo Samuel?
We're all smart enough to decipher their questions.
Man, I have Evans just one spot ahead.
I'm taking Deebo.
Both are top 9, but Deebo is ahead for me.
Zeke or before we do this one, Zeke or Pollard?
Pollard.
I am taking Pollard.
I think that's what I would do too.
London or Shaheed?
I kind of want to roll the dice with Shaheed.
I kind of do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. Shaheed.
You know what? I'll do it too. I don't want to use London.
All right. McLaurin or Dobbs?
McLaurin.
Yes, McLaurin.
Take the chance.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
One more stinking time.
I have to set my FanDuel lineup, of course. Always forget. Here we go. Shaheed or Taysom Hill?
Or Ford.
Oh, sorry. Setting a FanDuel lineup.
I'll take Ford.
I'm going to see who I've got ranked higher between Ford and Taysom Hill. And the answer is Ford.
Wow.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford, way too cheap on FanDuel.
Yeah, everybody's going to use him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a small contest with like 10 people. Devontae Smith or Zay
worry.
Flowers?
Devontae.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I'll take Smith. Obviously, there's risk there with the whole Jalen Hurts thing where if he doesn't play, Smith won't be nearly as good, but you got to take that chance.
Half PPR. It's coming in too fast here. Hall or Achane, full PPR?
Hall.
Priest.
Okay, Hall for everyone.
Take the guy who I think is going to play the most.
Pitts or Schultz?
Schultz.
Schultz for me.
I'll take Pitts.
Shh. Whatever. Thought we were friends.
Last year's Patriots offensive coordinator will be calling the defensive plays for the Philadelphia Eagles tomorrow. Which I just think that's a fun series of words to say in succession.
What?
One more time?
Matt Patricia is going to be calling the defensive plays for the Eagles today.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, sorry.
That's what happened to Sean Desai.
He is being moved into the booth, and Matt Patricia will call the plays into the green dot player.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
All right. Let's move on here. How about Otani or Cup?
I'll take Otani's bank account.
Achane or JSN?
Achane.
Ridley or Gabe Davis?
Ridley.
Kind of.
There's a little bit of a Spider-Man meme going on there with those two.
Definitely, but at least Ridley gets catches.
Yeah.
In like a half anyway.
Zeke or Mostert?
Mostert.
Close.
Yep.
Zeke could have 6 more catches though. That's really, but I'll still take Mostert. Olave's out. PPR.
Mostert could have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Shaheed, Pop, Zay, Curtis, Samuel.
Which Zay?
Good question.
Flowers, I'd start Flowers.
Yeah.
Full PPR, I think I'd still start Curtis Samuel over Shaheed, but that one's going to be close.
Agreed.
Yeah, I would rank it Flowers, Samuel, Shaheed, Douglas.
Let's start 3 of those 4.
Okay, we are sitting. Why am I blanking on AK?
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, okay. I think I'm sitting Mostert here.
Yeah, in full PPR, I think you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit Alvin Kamara.
Really?
Yeah. Taysom Hill's back. Might be able to run. They might want to try and run it a lot since they've got a brittle quarterback behind a not great offensive line. I think the Giants might win.
I don't understand the spread in that game. Saints plus -6 for the Saints. I'm not saying the Giants should be favored, but I don't think the Saints are good enough to be favored by 6 over just about anyone. And it's just maybe the Patriots or something.
Adam's back in now. Here we go.
I think they cover.
I get it. It's fun. Hey, his agent looks goofy.
His agent looks like me, according to everyone.
The Giants are like, their offense still stinks.
It does, but I think they're going to cover. Diggs, Ayuk, Evans, DK, start 2.
I think they might win. I'm going to start Evans and Diggs.
They've had 1 game with more than 300 yards since October.
And they've won 3 in a row. So
I will also take Evans and Diggs.
It's not about offense. It's about there's 2 sides of the ball there.
Yeah, that's technically correct. They have won 3 in a row.
The Saints. Okay, fine. Make a pick. Saints -6.
I don't disagree that the line might be too high.
What are you arguing?
The Giants are bad. The Giants are a bad team.
I didn't say they weren't. I just said the Saints should not be 6-point favorites over just about anyone.
I think that's fair. Fair.
Okay, then we're on the same page.
But the Giants are bad.
Absolutely.
Ridley.
They're bad. The Saints are not good either.
Yes, it's Ridley.
Agreed.
Likely McBride or Waller.
McBride.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
What I just really want is
Atlanta.
for Dan Schneier to say I was right about the Giants before the season and everything I said about Daniel Jones. And he hasn't said it yet, and I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
Just say it, Dan.
I will take the Dolphins here.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson or Devon Achane?
Oh, boy. Garrett Wilson.
Same.
Yep.
Swift, Breece Hall, or Taysom Hill? All right, it's Breece. Breece.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay, let's see. We got Garrett Wilson or Garrett Wilson. Browns, DST, Jets, DST, Falcons.
Browns.
Yeah, I think I'd go Browns.
Atlanta.
Okay.
Which defense is playing Carolina? That's who I want to start.
Tua or Levis?
Tua.
Yep.
Tua or whoever starts for the Seahawks tomorrow night.
If it's Geno, I'd say Geno. I can't say Drew Lock.
I'm going Tua.
I mean, you got to answer that question now before we know tomorrow. It's
And
like
so
if we knew Geno was playing, I would take him as well.
But hold on. What if Sir Gluten Fry was able to carry both Seattle quarterbacks?
I'm still going Tua.
Having 3.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, there's still risk that it's going to be Lock anyway. So I would go Tua.
All right. How about start 2? Dobbs, Singletary, Zay Jones, JSN.
Dobbs, Singletary, Jones, JSN.
I will take the first 2.
I think so.
If the weather were better in Jacksonville, I'd be all over Zay Jones with Dobbs. Since it's not, let's go with the first 2.
Actually, I do have Zay Jones ahead of Dobbs.
I've not seen a single Adam Thielen question.
You know why?
Well,
Don't play him.
yeah.
Hill or Njoku?
What scoring format?
Yeah, if you're going to ask us a Taysom Hill question, please include the scoring format.
PPR, it's Njoku. Non, it's Taysom Hill. Half, it's
I think half I would go
probably
Taysom.
still Njoku.
So you think we have 1,000 likes yet? Oh,
Probably
boo! 907 likes. Let's get to 1,000, peeps.
People only like us when we're begging. It really tells you something.
Yeah, I know, right? ETN or Achane?
I will take ETN.
I have ETN ranked higher.
I do too. 2 spots.
Yeah, if Achane were 100% healthy, I would just love him this week. I think the absence of Tyreek Hill is great for him.
Mhm.
But how many snaps is he getting? Just don't know. Where are we here? So I'm a Holmes question. See if I can find that one. This one for now. Zeke or Achane?
Zeke.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Just feel safer with him. Listen, all these suggestions to sit Achane could sound so silly.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, it's your team. If you think he's got that upside that can help you crash the week and win, then you start him. It's your team. It's not going to hurt our feelings if you go against us. But
Yeah.
we're going to be conservative because we don't have the information that guarantees Devon Achane's just fine. Don't worry about him. He practiced 1 day this week. I'm still trying to see how much he practiced before the game.
Yeah. Okay. Fields or Howell?
Fields.
Fields.
I have Fields 1 spot higher.
Pollard or Mostert?
Mostert.
I would go Pollard.
Yeah, I have Pollard, I think, top 7 this week. He's just ahead.
Dortch or Gallup?
Gallup.
What? Was that like one of your teams, Adam, or is that?
Oh, no, I swear. Just keep in mind, the last time Michael Wilson played, Greg Dortch basically didn't play.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what
I
was
pulled him from a deep league lineup that I had him and starting Cedric Wilson instead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that deserves a wow, but
Pick 2. Ridley, London, Keaton Mitchell.
London.
I'm sitting
And
London. I'll sit London.
I think I'm sitting Mitchell.
I would go
full
with Ridley and London. I know we've been kind of poo-pooing London all day, but we keep waiting for Mitchell to get more work, and it's not really happening. So,
Oh, found it. Adam Thielen question. Rank them in order. Adam Thielen, JSN, or Spays?
I think I go Spears, JSN, Thielen.
I think I actually have Thielen ranked ahead of them.
I would go
makes me sad.
Thielen, Spears, and then Jason.
I'm looking at Matt Patricia's history. This dude's got the most confusing career. Like, pick a lane. Defensive line coach, offensive graduate assistant, offensive line coach, linebackers coach, safeties coach, defensive coordinator, head coach, senior football advisor, offensive line coach, defensive, and now he's officially the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, apparently.
Okay.
I don't understand. Like, pick a lane. Pick a lane, man.
It's well-rounded. McLaurin, Ridley, or 8-Ball Davis? Pick 2 of them.
I'm going to sit the 8-ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
McLaurin or DJ Moore, PPR?
DJ Moore.
8 answering that guy's questions.
Yep.
Aaron Jones or
Thing
Beckham?
to say.
Well,
Aaron
is
Jones.
his name? You see his screen name?
No, I didn't.
Write it in the chat. I want to know it.
No. Oh, okay. I'll do that. Well,
Change your name, man.
I will take Aaron Jones with this. I'll take Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Change your name that we're all laughing at.
Ford or Connor?
Oh, okay. I got it.
Ford.
I thought it said Bridge at first.
Like Jeff.
Connor.
All right, Daniel, you win with all your stupid exclamation points. Garrett Wilson or Rashee Rice?
Garrett Wilson.
I'm surprised you didn't
Oh, no.
ban him.
I hit star on one that I was supposed to bet to block.
Oh no! Now you love it forever.
Yeah. Would you start Swift or ETN?
ETN.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, ETN. Rice over Jones for me.
Yes, Rice over Jones.
Okay. We did this one. Why you ask? We already answered, guy. PPR bench 1. See, this is a good bench 1. Puka, Flowers, Amari Cooper.
I'm benching Flowers.
Yeah, Flowers versus Cooper's really tough, but I am benching Flowers.
I will bench Cooper.
Chris and Frank, I don't know what your budget is this time of year, but I do think that we should get together. And I might make an idiot of myself here because I am colorblind, but I think we need to buy Dave and Jamie some non-blue shirts. This is, I think, 3 or 4 weeks in a row where they're both wearing blue shirts.
Mine's green and white.
Damn it! I knew it. I knew I was going to get
It's bad lighting though. It looks blue.
It does look
for
good.
sure.
Bad lighting in this wonderful office. How could you get?
All right, Ridley, Shaheed, or Beckham?
I have Shaheed 1 spot ahead of Beckham.
I'll take Ridley.
Sitting Beckham.
I'll take that. Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley's the top
higher.
pick. Sorry.
Oh, I did not try either of those things. I was getting better, so I didn't have to put anything on the balls of my feet. But I will try it next time. Thielen, Godwin, Brown, Beckham, Flowers. We need 2 of these.
I'm starting.
Beckham and Flowers.
I think I'm going in that direction too. Definitely not Thielen. Probably not Godwin.
I'm going Godwin and Flowers in
Beckham is
PPR.
where I'm.
I'll go with the Ravens.
Oh yeah, if you want to split the Ravens up, then go with Thielen. And
Dobbs, Ridley,
definitely,
or
definitely
McLaurin?
can't play Godwin right now.
I'll take McLaurin here.
Yeah, McLaurin.
I'll take McLaurin.
Yep.
This is harsh. Likely or Schultz, PPR.
But he said JK.
Yeah.
Likely.
I'll take Likely.
I think I have Likely ahead of Schultz. Yes.
I do as well.
Ooh, Burks or Wicks?
Wicks.
Wicks.
Light the candle.
Yeah, Wicks.
All right, half PPR. Clyde, Foreman, or Beckham?
Beckham.
I think so. Yeah.
Foreman.
I'll take Foreman there.
Frank.
All right, everybody, hit the like button. We're still at 1,000. We can get to 1.2K would be great. Gus, Clyde, or Foreman?
Foreman.
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 Yeah.
I would also go with Foreman.
Clyde or Keaton Mitchell?
Clyde.
Mitchell.
I agree.
I would go with Mitchell.
Pick 2, Achane, Devontae Smith, or Brandon Ayuk?
Boy.
Achane and Ayuk. Especially with this uncertainty of Jalen Hurts.
Someone
Yeah.
wants.
That's fine. Yeah.
It's close enough between Achane and Smith, I think, where you can go that route.
Jamie, someone wants your take on Jalen Hurts. We've all given ours.
I expect him to play. If he's making the trip, he's going to play. So, as of now, I have no hesitation.
All right. Let's see. Taysom Hill, Dalton Kincaid, or Kyle Pitts in full PPR?
Hill for me.
I'll still take Hill there. Yep.
I do too.
Yep.
Over Kincaid, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're back to back. I'll take Hill 1 spot over Kincaid.
And then flex, Zeke, Beckham, Reed, Zeke.
Zeke, yep.
Elliott.
Let's do some rhyming. Rashid, Shaheed, or Reed? What do we need?
Reed.
Jaden Reed.
I'm with you on
Reed.
Reed.
Oh, all right. Buried the lead. Njoku or McBride? We like McBride, right?
Yes.
Especially in full PPR.
Yep.
Got a lot of tight end questions today. All right. Here's a
So there's
juggernaut.
kind of a lot of tight ends right now who are like useful.
Yeah. CEH, Elijah Moore, or Demarcus Robinson, and then Browns or Chiefs.
Chiefs
I think I'd
and
go Elijah.
Elijah Moore.
I would go with all the Chiefs, Clyde, and the defense.
Tua, Baker, or Flacco?
I still have Tua ranked ahead of those guys.
Flacco.
I have Flacco one spot ahead of Tua.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
And no, I thought the same thing, maybe Dillon, but Jamie's shirt is apparently green. Lockett or Zay Jones, Howell or Love?
Lockett and Love.
I'll take Lockett and Howell.
Lockett and Love for me as well.
I've got Love just ahead of Howell, yeah. And Lockett.
Lockett or Love? Little heart Lockett. I'm sure everyone was thinking that. Aaron Jones or DJ Moore?
More.
Yes.
Mahomes or Stafford?
Stafford.
I believe I did move Stafford ahead of Mahomes.
I have Stafford one spot higher.
I don't even hesitate with that. It is easy Stafford for me.
You hate Mahomes.
Yeah, he's the worst. James Cook or Devon Achane, half PPR?
I have James Cook ahead.
Cook.
I moved Achane ahead of him just now.
I'll take Cook.
Jamie, you probably have that shirt on under what you're wearing. Why don't you get the same shirt as Dave?
No.
He's like, no.
All right, what do we got here? Cheetah is out. That is true. That is true.
What?
But yeah. What should he? I'm not.
Curtis Samuel.
Imagine it's week 15.
I feel like I like
Round of
Zay
the playoffs.
Jones.
The targets have been really good. The production hasn't been.
Yeah.
And the
Weather's
weather
gonna be bad.
Yeah.
matchup.
I'm with you, Chris.
Yep, I like it. Samuel.
I don't hate Zay
Curtis
Jones
Samuel
as,
instead of Tyreek Hill.
I don't hate Zay Jones as like a DFS option or
Oh,
in a
no.
deeper league, but yeah.
I have an update for you guys. It's on Aaron Jones from 97.3 The Game. Matt LaFleur just said, it's going to be a situation where we have to monitor throughout the game. I wouldn't expect him to get his normal workload. If he could give us 15 to 20 plays.
Yikes.
Any sleepers there in that Green Bay backfield?
Patrick
No.
Taylor's the one who'd been playing alongside Dillon the past couple of weeks. They promoted Kenyon Drake off the practice squad.
Yeah.
This has turned into a stay away situation. I wouldn't
Yeah.
trust any Packers running back, but it makes me like Jordan Love more.
Mm-hmm. Justin Timber, Dave. I like that. DK or Waddle?
Honestly, might help Jaden Reed too.
Yeah.
I would go Waddle.
I'll take DK.
I'll take Metcalf.
Jamie, I just saw one that said, Jamie, how's the weather in South Florida? Parentheses, Tallahassee.
The weather's actually looking beautiful outside right now.
Oh, nice.
I don't think it's going to impact the game as much as we thought it would earlier in the week.
No, shocking.
Which
For
is
those of you
wonderful.
who don't know, Dan Schneier was asked for a big city in Central Florida, and he said Tallahassee. And then he's
You
like,
know what?
No.
You know what?
Jacksonville.
If USF gets to claim that Tampa is South Florida, then sure.
No.
Let's call Tallahassee Central Florida.
No.
Why not?
No.
Words don't mean anything in Florida.
Reed or JSN?
Reed or who?
Especially in
JSN.
book. Reed.
Reed.
Yeah.
We promote reading here. Rashee Rice, Devontae Smith, or Devon Achane? We only need one.
Jeez.
Achane.
I will go with Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I'll take Smith and PPR.
I think so, yeah.
Thielen or Taysom Hill?
Taysom.
All right, we lost Tyreek Hill. We need Jake Ferguson, Jerick McKinnon, Wan'Dale Robinson, or Aaron Jones.
Ferguson.
Fergalicious. Did Dave get another stain on his shirt? No.
Nope.
I feel like
Choose
he's look better.
We're trying to have variety in our clothing, apparently.
Tua or Tommy DeVito, I just saw.
Still Tua.
Yes.
Yeah, Tua.
Mostert or Waddle?
Mostert.
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 Shaheed or Hollywood Brown? Shaheed or Hollywood? Shaheed or Hollywood? Ooh. You have to answer it 3 times.
Shaheed.
Shaheed.
Say it again. He'll appear.
I have Marquise Brown ranked ahead.
All right. I'll take Shaheed. Aaron Jones or Kareem Hunt?
Ugh.
Jones.
I'll still go with Jones. Yeah.
They're both in timeshare, apparently.
Yeah. I just lowered Jones down to like RB 36, but that's still ahead of Hunt for me.
Shaheed or Aaron Jones?
Shaheed.
I think I'd go Shaheed now.
I would too.
Yep.
Looking good, Dave.
You know, I look disgusting in just a white T-shirt, so I had to change that.
We all do. James Cook or DeAndre Swift?
I'll take Cook. And Dave, there's like a
Cook.
5% chance in my head that you were going to come back shirtless.
Never going to happen. I'd have to lose a major bet in order, and no one would win that bet.
We
It's
all
Cook.
win.
Cook over Swift. No one wants to see me naked or
Well,
shirtless.
nobody said naked.
Yeah, shirtless.
There's a big difference.
I don't want to see
That's a
me.
big difference. Mahomes or Geno Smith?
Mahomes. We don't
You
even
gotta
know if
go
Gino's going to play.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
There's a comment that said take it off, Dave. I missed that one.
Yeah, good.
Shaheed or Ford?
Ford.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh man, the fleece has aged Dave by 20 years. Yeah, compared to the plain white tee, the undershirt.
Really?
Flacco or Levis?
You guys are nuts. Flacco.
Flacco.
Yep, Flacco.
Zeke or Achane?
Zeke.
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 I'll take Zeke.
Diggs, Waddle, Hopkins, Garrett Wilson. We need to sit one of them.
Ooh.
Man. I think I'm sitting Hopkins out of this
I
group.
am too.
Yeah. Same.
Did you guys move Waddle up with Tyreek Hill out?
Yes. I
Couple
did.
spots. Not much.
Yeah, I didn't really move him much.
Okay.
High-end wide receiver too.
I think it's worse for him.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the volume will be there.
They're
Zach,
wrong.
Zach Wilson or Case Keenum?
You know the answer, baby.
Zach.
Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah.
Mahomes or Howell?
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zeke or Achane? We just did that one. Zeke. Trevor Lawrence or Kyler Murray? Dolphins DST or Chiefs DST?
Dolphins and Lawrence.
Yeah.
I have the Dolphins
I have
higher
Kyler.
and Lawrence.
I mentioned earlier that I moved Lawrence down because of the weather thing, but it doesn't sound as bad, I think, as they were kind of leading on. So
No.
I'm going to move Lawrence back ahead of Kyler Murray.
Weather. Come on. Whatever that means. Need a flex. Achane, Ford, or Gibson?
Achane. I have him one spot ahead of Gibson.
Achane, yeah. But Achane and Gibson are close.
Yep. HN.
Who's one player for you guys that if this player has a big game, you're gonna have a great week?
Whew.
Porto.
Puka. I've got Puka in like 4 of my remaining leagues.
Do I have anybody that crosses over multiple leagues? DJ Moore is one of those guys.
Tyreek Hill.
Got him in multiple leagues.
There you go. Good luck. All right.
I'm going to need a big game from Flacco in our dynasty league.
I have AJ Brown on and Jaden Reed on multiple teams.
All right. Bijan or Achane? Oh, Bijan.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
How about Mostert, Swift, Keaton, Mitchell? We need to pick Mostert.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I've never
Friday
seen
After
the Friday
Next,
After
best
Next.
Christmas movie. We never talked about that one as a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I never saw it.
It's a fun movie.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I have never seen Friday, so that is really bad. Kincaid or Likely?
I actually
Kincaid.
have likely 1 spot higher.
Adam, you know it's bad when I have seen 3 movies that you haven't seen. So throw that out there. I will take Kincaid ahead of Likely.
We have a very selfish person asking Elijah Moore or Marquise Brown.
Why is that person selfish?
I'm just kidding. Who would you go with, Brown or Elijah Moore?
Brown.
Brown.
Is it you?
Nah, it's Schaefer.
You know, I'm gonna share my screen here because we got an interesting visual for the Central Florida case.
Oh, get out of here, Tallahassee. Keaton Mitchell or Antonio Gibson?
Gibson.
If it's PPR, it's Gibson. Maybe even a non-PPR, Gibson's the right answer.
It's 100% Gibson.
Technically, if you're defining it east to west, Tallahassee looks pretty Central Florida, guys.
Only the E in Tallahassee.
I'm
Most
just saying.
west of it.
That looks like Central Florida to me.
Achane?
He also said that San Francisco was the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, he's very adamant.
My
that-
goodness, has he ever looked at a globe in his life?
I mean, I genuinely have no conception of the geography of this country, like west of Virginia.
Do you think you could pick
frankly.
out Indiana on a map?
Yeah, no, I got that. I know I could put the states where they belong. I got that part. But
Wait.
like, if you told me that, like,
Hold on.
like,
we have 2 minutes left. Let's just go.
Achane.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take-
Achane, yeah.
Achane has the most upside.
Oh well, not safest.
No,
Well,
he's
it
not.
doesn't matter. Start him. Purdy or Lamar, Waddle or Reed?
Lamar and Waddle.
Lamar. Yep.
Lamar and Waddle.
I'll take Purdy and Waddle.
Mahomes or Achane?
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Yes.
Ooh, half PPR and 4 points. I might take Achane.
Odell or McLaurin?
McLaurin.
Terry.
McLaurin.
Mahomes, Fields, Love. Pick 2.
First
Sitting
one.
Love.
Sit Love.
Fields and Love. I'm sending Mahomes.
Glazer just said game time decision for who? James Cook or Garrett Wilson?
I'll tell you.
Wilson.
Yep.
Oh, that's close.
For Geno Smith. Geno
I'll go-
Smith would be game
I'll
time.
go Wilson, but like both.
Achane or ETN?
ETN.
Etienne.
I've got Achane.
Tua or Drew Lock? I just remember Geno's going to be a game time decision, so I think you got to go Tua.
Tua.
Yeah.
Zeke or Ayuk over Achane? Would you do that?
Zeke, yes.
Yeah,
Ayuk,
Zeke.
also yes.
Let's see. Moss. Oh, yep, you're in trouble.
That's- Man.
Evans or Rice?
Evans.
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 Same.
Someone says show us Indiana. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that Chris can. I can't. CH or Gibson? Non PPR.
Gibson.
Gibson.
Same.
Gibson.
Foreman or Singletary? Chiefs or Browns? It's half PPR. Oh, or CEH.
Foreman.
Foreman and the Browns. And then Foreman and the Chiefs.
Foreman and the Chiefs is how I have it as well.
Yep.
Shaheed or Gibson?
Jalen Hurts illness. Adam, I'm coming for you
Gibson.
next.
Gibson.
I have already had whatever.
Yeah, Adam Azer's illness says, "Hold my beer."
Are your eyes still bleeding?
No, where I'm using drops, so they're
Your
getting
eyes
better.
were bleeding. I think Gibson's probably the way to go there.
All right, 2 more questions here.
Who
Tua,
doesn't
Baker,
like Gibson this week? Gibson's going to be awesome.
Tua, Baker, or Flacco?
Flacco.
I'll still take Tua.
Last one, Puka or Cup?
Puka.
I think Cup
Puka.
has the higher upside right now, but Puka's been so consistent, so I have him ranked higher.
Best of luck to everyone today. Really rooting for all of you. Unless you're playing each other, then I'm rooting for a tie, and both of you advance somehow. Thank you for joining us. We will have a show next Sunday. Don't worry, we'll be here. And we'll talk to you tonight after the game's end right here on YouTube. All right, go get a win. See you tonight.